Hi, I'm Rick Dernberger, and I want to thank all of the teachers for having to jump back and forth between in-person learning and remote learning, and back to in-person learning, and back to remote learning, multiple times, often with very little advance notice. I cannot imagine how exhausting that must have been. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tom Denherter. I serve on the Board of Education. My lifelong pride is our Zeeland community. To me, our schools are the backbone of this community. July 1st, I will have served 20 years on the Board of Education. During that time, I have tried to take an active role serving as an officer for 19 of the 20 years. During this long history, I have watched firsthand how staff has processed staff changes and retirements, how you have dealt with increasing expectations put on you by the community, managed numerous years of budget woes, but most importantly, how you have dealt with the changing mandates while maintaining a sense of a normal classroom, remote or in person, during a multi-year pandemic. In my opinion, giving this bonus was a no-brainer. So I am thrilled to say thank you, thank you, thank you to each and every one of you for your passion and dedication to our district, and more importantly, to the community we serve.
I'm Linda Bush, school board member. You are so appreciated and valued. You make a difference. Thank you for all you do.
To all of our coaches and staff on the bench that assist them at Zeeland Public, just a special appreciation and notice for all that you've done, staying dedicated to our student athletes over the last couple of years. You've been visible in the community, you've been accessible to your student athletes and your teams, and that's with much appreciation that I want to say thank you for. There's a lot to be part of a team. There's growth in losing, there's growth in winning, and being part of athletic teams is something that makes the whole person. And sincerely, I want to say from the bottom of my heart that I'm sorry that you had to see so many nostrils and Q-tips over the last couple of years, but in all seriousness, thank you so much.
Hi, I'm April DeWitt, and I want to say thank you for the year-long extracurricular activities that you guys all run. Going from our awesome sports programs to the performing arts and the visual arts. We have the Be Nice, field trips, talent shows, what am I missing? Book fairs, all the great things that you guys do to keep our students involved. And I just want to say thank you for showing up every day.
Hi, my name is Todd Brennan. I'm the Treasurer of the Board of Education. As you know, the last several years have presented everyone at ZPS numerous challenges that often felt impossible to overcome. However, the dedication and commitment of the entire ZPS family persevered through the difficult times. I personally want to thank each and every one of you for your hard work. You truly make ZPS a special place.
Hi, I'm Betsy Kickstra, school board member, and I just want to say how grateful I am for all the extra care and concern that so many of you have given to our students' mental health concerns and their social emotional needs, especially during the challenging times that we've had in the past year or two. I just want you to know that those things have been noticed and are very much appreciated.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can.
Hi, I'm Holly Boley, Assistant Superintendent of Special Education. I want to thank you today for your perseverance. Perseverance is continued effort despite difficult circumstances, and that's exactly what each of you have shown throughout this past year. There's been many trials along the way, but you haven't given up. Thank you for persevering and staying focused on our students through it all.
Hello ZPS, I'm Lynn Van Kampen, Chief Financial Officer. We just want to thank you for working together and keeping our district stable during the pandemic. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm John Voss, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. This has been the toughest year of my career. How often have you heard that from people this year? How often have you said it? I know I've said it. It's been an incredibly hard year. It's been hard in a lot of ways, but in my world, hard has meant staffing shortages. You know, we have had unprecedented staffing shortages this year between quarantine and illness and just staffing shortages in general, just like lots of industries are experiencing this year. And so what has that meant for us? That's meant that people have had to step up, and people have had to go without plan time. People have had to go do extra and go above and beyond. I don't think there's anybody at Zeeland Public Schools who hasn't had to do extra and do more to help fill in and to help keep things going. But everyone did that. And it was hard, and it was emotionally and physically draining at times, but we did it. And I thank you for that. As a result, we've been able to stay in person with very, very few tiny exceptions for this entire school year. And when we started the year, I think that was the goal, was to stay in person, not have to go remote. So to everybody who stepped up and went above and beyond this year, I thank you. On behalf of all the students that have been able to stay in person this year, I thank you. My hope for us moving forward, while there's a little bit of school year left yet, I hope we have an incredibly relaxing and refreshing summer. It's very, very well deserved. And I hope that 20 years from now we can look back and say that 2021-22 was indeed the toughest year of all of our careers, because that will mean we'll not see another year like this one again. Thank you for everything you've done for students this year.
Well, team, we've nearly made it to the end of the 21-22 school year, and wow, what a year it's been. It's been nearly 800 days since something called COVID interrupted all of our lives. Almost 800 days. And when I transitioned into this role, I started to make a list. We were about midway through the pandemic at that point, and I started making a list because there was just so much happening in the school year. And if I had a title for that list, it might be something like Things You Just Can't Make Up. Better yet, I'd call it Grace, Gratitude, and Grit in Action. And there are many things on that list. Things like a chemical spill on the first day of school, or a mask mandate that happened on my birthday. There was a free throw that was seen millions of times around the world, and there was a snow day three-peat. So lots of unbelievable things on this list. But you know what's at the top of that list? All of you. Our ZPS family, our team. I can't imagine working with a better group of people. Each one of you, I see you, I appreciate you, I value every single thing you do for our kids and our families in Zeeland. We couldn't have done this job without each other. I'm grateful for each of you. I'm grateful for our Board of Education and their unwavering support. I'm grateful for our Zeeland Education Foundation and their continued thoughtfulness, recognizing the work that all of you do. I know we've been through a lot, individually and collectively as a family. And I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart how much I appreciate what you do each day and how unbelievable you all are. Thanks for what you do.